Thank you for Coach, and then open it to questions.
First and foremost, you got to give credit to Maine, man. Their coaching staff and their players came in here as prepared as any team that we played. They played fantastically. They bought into whatever scheme that they created for our game, and I got to give a lot of credit to them because they coached us, quite honestly, I believe. But the bottom line is these guys right here, and guys like Zach Riley and other guys that had a chance to get their opportunity tonight, made the plays when it was necessary. We talk about having a great attitude and playing for 40 minutes. It doesn't need to be pretty every night. Just got to find a way to get it done. And thankfully, these guys as leaders were able to hold things together and get it done, make plays when we had to make them. So I'm really proud of our effort. We got better in a sense that I think we believe that we're going to win no matter what. And that's a mentality that I'm really excited to have these guys specifically because they never believe that they're out of it. And that goes a long way. That makes up for a lot. So I'm proud of it. Now we got to watch some film and get better. But again, credit to me. They came in here and played really hard. So appreciate it.
If you have questions, raise your hand. Call me.
Coach, a 6-point lead for Maine at the half, but you turn it around in the second, pick up the win. What was the message to the team at the half to turn it around?
Well, I can't tell you everything. Honestly, 40 minutes. 40 minutes, have a great attitude. We talk about having a great attitude. And again, you just got to steal it at the end. Talk about just one possession at a time. I think we took the lead, and then they bounced back and went back up 7. And then we brought it back. So we just got to continue to fight and stay the course. And I thought our defensive energy really in the last 4 minutes was the big difference.
So,
in the first half, number 22 in Maine had 15 points. And then in the second half, you guys held them just to 4. What was your main focus in defending such an efficient shooting team like Maine tonight?
Just trying to limit their shot attempts. I feel like if they don't get off enough shots, if we limit them shooting the ball, then that kind of cancels it out right there. We kind of let 22 get going early. He had 15 early points, so he saw the rim early. Once a good shooter sees it go in once, he's likely to hit a couple more. So just trying to limit their shot attempts. And if we do that, like we did in the second half for him, limiting his shot attempts, then he'll slow down.
And when you guys have a team that's doing really well from deep, how do you like to respond? Do you like to try and respond with threes of your own, or just try and work with whatever open shot you guys can get?
We just try to stick with the game plan that the coaches give us. We trust them, so we just try to stick with the game plan, ball pressure. Like we harp on our defense. That's our identity at Fordham. So just taking pride in it, basically. So when teams making threes, we just stay the course. Like I said, we harp on attitude all the time. So that's like any adversity, just staying with the course and not breaking away from each other and even coming in tighter.
Yep. Darius?
Yeah, Darius, I saw you fell down later in the second half. Looked like once you got back up, didn't want to put pressure on that ankle. Played the rest of the game though. So how's that ankle doing?
It's all right. Obviously, you're always going to have bumps and bruises through the season. Get in the training room tomorrow, heal it up, but there's no time to really, sit on the ground and cry about it. You got a game to go in. There was probably, 4 minutes left. So just kind of tie your shoe tighter, get back out there.
Go back row.
Congrats on the win, guys.
Appreciate you.
So in the second half, you guys were kind of battling from behind. How big was Will and Zach's young presence there to you guys?
I think Will's continued to get better and better and more comfortable. Honestly, we need him to be more aggressive. He's looking to try to play a role, and right now for him to be the way that we expect him to be. We're just telling him, look, man, just go make plays. He's very aggressive, he's fast, he's explosive. When he thinks too much and tries to get other people involved is when he slows down, and then he's not an advantage. So really excited that the game seems to be slowing down a little bit more for him here in the last couple of games, and he's being more aggressive. He's not hesitating, catching the shoot, and he had a big 3 in the second half. I think he might have missed 1 or 2, came back, no hesitation, bangs 1. And that's what you need from a young guy, just the ultimate confidence to give him the green light and let him play, right? And then, Zach had, been ill for a while in the beginning of the year, missed a lot of time, a lot of practice time. And just in the last couple of weeks, man, really the last 10 days, he's gotten better and better and better. And he's started to look like his old self, like he did in the summer, like he did towards the back end of the year last year. So it was a matter of time, and we knew once he got an opportunity, he was going to perform. He's always ready. He's always dialed in. He's one of the brightest IQs on the team, and he's always ready. You know what he's going to give you from a toughness standpoint. and he was able to make some big shots tonight, make some big plays.
Sam.
Antrell, it seems like this season you really like that pull-up jumper from the left elbow free throw line. I mean, aside from getting,
I need you to shoot it more.
aside from getting 2 points on the board, how important are shots like that in either like maintaining a run or kind of helping spark your teammates to get on a run?
Like Coach said, everybody always be on me about being more aggressive and just taking my shots. So it just gives our teams confidence when I'm making those shots, when I'm taking those shots with confidence. But to me, it brings energy to the whole team, and it just makes things easier for scorers like Darius and Khalid. So I just try to do my part out there.
Coach, 4 players in double figures in this one. How impressed were you with kind of the depth of the offense and how, a bunch of different guys able to kind of contribute late there and give your guys the win?
Yeah, we've talked about a lot how our depth this year is an advantage for us, maybe for the first time in a long time. Last year we didn't have as much depth, we had some injuries, some things go down, but every night someone can step up. We just said in the locker room, at some point everybody in that locker room is going to contribute and help us win a tight game. And these guys really like each other. They root for each other. There's no animosity. Kyle Rose wasn't having a great night, banged up a little bit. He was cheering as hard for Zach Riley as anybody, right? He, at the end of the game, he told Zach to stay and he came out. Like, that is something that I think most people don't realize. The connectivity in the locker room makes a difference. And I feel like these guys are as connected as I've ever been around, which is really important as we get into league play.
Well, we'll go here and then back.
So heading next into Tulane, going into enemy territory once more, what are you taking from this game with you?
I feel like we just got to get better. There's a lot of things we can work on still, defensively especially. Just trying to tighten our defense up because that's our identity. So just coming in, trying to get better every day. Obviously, we won the game. We want to win the game, so that's the goal. But it's better to get better off a win than it is off a loss. So just trying to come in and dial in, watch some Tulane film, and then go up there and get that win as well on the road, some roadkill.
We'll go Sam and then 2 more to close.
Lately, it seems like, your forwards have played a really big part. Abdu's been a really big presence down low. But a lot of times defensively, it seems like you guys try to, share the load, play a lot positionless basketball. Is that something you guys prefer defensively, or do you like to,
It's really whatever our game plan is, but we all take pride in being able to guard anybody, like DQ, me, Rose, Khalid, like everybody on the team. We just take pride in being able to guard different positions, no matter if they're bigger than us or like Abdul and Rostic being able to switch on the little guards. We just take pride in our defense and being able to guard anybody. So it's just whatever the coaches want us to do, we'll get it done.
We'll go back row and then middle.
Coach, how did Antrell picking up those early fouls change your strategy at all in the first?
Yeah, obviously when one of your main guys, certainly your main ball handlers, who gives Darius a little bit of relief off the ball, goes out, it hurts you a little bit, especially on the defensive end, because sometimes we play a little funky D, and Antrell is kind of what we call the monster in that defense. So when he's not out there, other guys have to make decisions that they're not usually comfortable with. So it really affected our defensive game plan. We couldn't really do some of the things we wanted to do, and they exploited that. So I give credit to them. But fortunately, we were able to kind of, keep it close enough at the half where it wasn't a big deficit. And we thought about putting it back in if it got out of hand, but we just kept battling and keeping it close. And as a result, we were able to keep him on the bench. And I think he ended up with 4.
3.
All right. So 3 and 10 minutes to go. And you know what? We were about to take him out, and he told us no. He said he felt comfortable. So fortunately, we trust him, and it worked out for us.
Last one here.
You guys are now 7-1. What is the biggest thing you feel is necessary to keep this momentum going?
Just don't get satisfied. I feel like that's the biggest thing with a lot of young guys. We have some young guys, but also just in basketball in general, in sports in general, you can't get satisfied. I feel like if you get satisfied or complacent, that's when you lose or you start to make slip-ups and stuff. So just trying to keep a championship mindset every time. Every game we got is our biggest game because that's our next one. So Tulane is our Super Bowl. So we're going into Tulane thinking that's our championship, because that's our next game. I think if we keep it that way, keep our mindset the right way, and a winning mindset and a growth mindset, not just staying complacent with a growth mindset with our coaches, watching film, keep trying to get us better, I think we'll be fine.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.